Hey, I'm Zach. I'm here to tell you about when I came out. It happened like 2 years ago when I was 16. Well, the first part, the coming out to the parents phase, the big phase. Um, so it started, I was in the mall with my mom, and she showed me this polo shirt, and she was like, hey, this is really cute. Something about cute triggered in my mind that it was time to tell her that I liked guys. So we were in the car, and we stopped at a red light, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I came out to her, and she started to cry. And, I was a little confused, whatever. Um, but we were crying. I mean, she was crying and driving and trying to hug me, so it was really scary. I'm gonna say that, not gonna lie, it was really friggin' scary. She was crying and driving and trying to hug me. It was very dangerous. At any rate, she managed to calm herself down enough to tell me that she wasn't crying because she was sad. She was crying out of happiness because I came to her before I told my dad. Because apparently I go to my dad with all of the big stuff first. But she was really happy that I felt comfortable enough to come to her with something that big. At any rate, we made it home safely, thank God. There were no accidents from the cry, drive, hug thing. But we made it home, and a few hours later, I went into her room to get some laundry. Yeah, mommy still did my laundry. Still does, too. I'm lucky. Anyway, so I went in there, and she was like, look, Zach, about what you told me earlier, you know I love you, I always will. I'm sure that it was really hard for you to, work up the courage to tell me, and, it's a lot of stuff, and I'm really glad that you came to me, blah, 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 and, you need a support network, but, I need someone to talk to about this too. Could you please tell your father so that I have someone to talk to? Typical Jewish mother. She guilted me into telling my dad, and I was like, okay, mom, I'll tell dad at some point. I don't know, at the time I wasn't sure that I was ready. At any rate, the next day at lunch, we were sitting there, eating in the dining room, and I turned to my dad and I'm like, look, I have to tell you something. Again, I don't remember exactly what I said, something along the lines of, hey, I like guys. So, he was quiet for a minute, and I wasn't. I was kind of nervous, but I wasn't too nervous. I've always been very close with my parents, and they're very accepting people. But after he broke the silence, this is what he said to me. He was like, Zach, that's fine. But if you ever pop a boner on me, I will squish your head like a fucking grapefruit. And then he kind of laughed and hugged me, and the moment ended. Typical my dad, he always goes for the joke. Whatever. Um, I was happy with how it went. Subsequently, we had the whole family talk about what it meant, how I felt, how they felt, blah blah blah. I know that I got very lucky. My parents were very supportive. My friends and most of my family have been very supportive. But at the same time, I know that a lot of other people aren't so lucky. So if you have come out and you haven't been quite as lucky as I have, I'm really sorry that your situation is so difficult. I try to sympathize. I'm really sorry. That totally sucks. And if you're yet to come out, I wish you the best of luck in whatever you do. And if you're watching this and you're straight, I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope you got a laugh out of it. I always laugh about it when I hear it. Actually, I hope you enjoyed it no matter what your sexual preference is. Um, anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it, as I've already said. And I hope that I'm not babbling on too much, but, it happens. Anyway, I don't know. Go party. Come out to someone. It may not be as bad as you think it is. It certainly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, talk to you later.